let's do this. Alright, time to feed these hungry Steam Deck fans. They don't take no nonsense. Hello, people. Another beautiful day. Yeah. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. Or excellent. What? What's up, Steam Deck fans? Steam Deck Tribe, Steam Deck Nation, Steam Deck Universe, Steam Deck World, Steam Deck Legion, what's good? Steam Deck Mob, what's happening? Steam Deck Squad, what's up? And you Steam Deck nerds, geeks, and freaks, and you investigators. Look, a couple months ago, or about a few or months ago, remember I made a video telling you that Guilty Gears cannot keep up with Dragon Ball Z? Remember that? Remember I told you that Guilty Gears can never keep up with Dragon Ball Z fighters? You're like, okay, what are you getting at? Listen to this. You'll see what I'm talking about. Remember, I told you guys I made this video months ago. Guilty Gears cannot keep up with Dragon Ball Z fight. Guilty Gears cannot keep up with Dragon Ball Z fighters. Remember I told you this months ago, right? And you all probably laughed and said, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Listen to this. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero features 164 characters at launch. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero features 164 characters at launch. Remember, months ago I told you, Guilty Gears cannot keep up with Dragon Ball Z. Remember? Here's your answer. Remember too, I told you months ago that when Valve need to put a 10-inch display on the Steam Deck. Remember that? What is Nintendo doing? They're coming out with an 8-inch display for the Switch 2 LCD. Remember? See, a lot of times I sit here and I say things and people think like, oh man, he don't know what he's talking about. You do now. Anyway, listen to this. The biggest launch roster in Dragon Ball history. Remember I told you, Guilty Gears can never keep up with Dragon Ball Z. I made a video about this months ago. And here's your answer. But anyway, says here Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has yet to receive a new trailer. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has just received a new trailer. I will leave the trailer in the description box. This trailer outlines Goku and Vegeta's rivalry, showcasing their many forms. It also teases the full roster, confirming a whopping 164 characters. Remember, months ago I told you, Guilty Gears can never keep up with Dragon Ball Z. Alright. Says here, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero makes the return of the beloved Budokai Tenkaichi series, best known for its fast-paced battles and massive roster size. Games like Budokai 3 Tenkaichi are often considered the best adaptation of the anime. The latest take on this formula was revealed last year when Budokai Namco announced Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. 1 year later, the publisher has released a new trailer of the game, teasing an incredible expansive roster of characters. Why it matters, the character roster made Budokai Tenkaichi stands out among other Dragon Ball games, featuring particularly every character fans would ever want. The franchise raised the bar for rosters in Dragon Ball games. The only game that can keep up with this is probably King of Fighters. Yeah, but anyway, like I told you, Guilty Gears can never keep up with Dragon Ball Z. I told you this months ago. But anyway, says here, previously a new trailer of the game was revealed at the Game Award. It features a playable character from the modern era of Dragon Ball, including Jiren, Super Broly, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and it says the latest trailer is exclusive focus on Goku and Vegeta, highlight their many forms. like its predecessor, Dragon Ball Spark Zero particularly includes every form these characters possess. Towards the end, Bandai Namco showed the roster, counting the numbers of slots, reveal a total of 164 characters, eclipsing the launch roster of every previous Dragon Ball game. Then it says Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 also had a whopping, also shipped with over 160 characters. However, it had the benefit of building on 2 previous games. Therefore, 164 characters is an incredible strong number for Dragon Ball Spark Zero, with more fighters expected to join the roster as DLCs. Then it says it should be noted that the different forms are counted as separate characters. Therefore, several of the 164 slots are taken by Goku and Vegeta alone. However, fans can expect nearly every main character from Dragon Ball Z and Super to show up in the game. And then it says, despite the 3 trailers being available, the game has yet to receive a proper release date. Given Dragon Ball Sparking Zero a scope, the game might not arrive until 2025, giving the team enough time to polish the game before launch. Remember, I said this to you guys months ago. Guilty Gears can never keep up with Dragon Ball Z. I told you this. You got your answer now. Remember, Dragon Balls, they've been fighting. Remember, the Dragon Ball characters been fighting since they were like this. And when they kept growing, they kept fighting. And they went through different transformations. Yeah. Dragon Ball Z Fighters roster is big. Okay? And not to mention all those fighters that Frieza killed. Remember? When he blew up that planet? Yeah. Dragon Ball Z has the biggest roster in fighting games, man. The only game I could think that could come close to it is probably SNK with King of Fighters. That's the only game that I could think of that can come close to Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Come close to Dragon Ball Z when it comes to character roster, because in King of Fighters, if you take all the characters that they had from King of Fighters 94 all the way up to present, that roster is big. So with Dragon Ball, that's the only game that can really match Dragon Ball Z. Is King of Fighters, based on our roster size. Yeah. So when I was telling you guys that Guilty Gear is going to keep up, you got your answer. Okay. All right. So yeah, but this game is going to come out when? 2025? Oh yeah, Steam Deck fans will be ready. Remember, I told you guys months ago too that that Valve needed to make a 10-inch display for the Steam Deck. Remember? Yeah. I told you. My Steam Deck is connected, by the way. I told you keep the from where the analog sticks is and the D-pad is down to the bottom, right where the screen ends. You keep the control size that big, same length, same width. But all you do is all you do now is just put a 10-inch display in between the 2 sticks and be done with it. Yeah. Anyway, just saying. So yeah, screen size matter, man. And I wish Valve would have just went straight for it and don't look back. You know what I mean? Because video games are getting big. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z Sparking. Yeah. You know how many they got plenty of fighters, and then you got all the fighters from the Dragon Ball Z to GT to was it Super tournaments of champions or whatever. But then you got all the movies with all the villains. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z roster is big. So yeah, this game won't come out till 2025. Okay, all right. Yeah, 165. Yeah, that's gonna be something. Yeah. And this article has the this as a video for it. They said there's three. I'll put them in the description box. Oh yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something, man. The only game that can keep up with this, with Dragon Ball, as far as our roster size, is King of Fighters. Not Street Fighter. Street Fighter roster is small. Not even not even Tekken. The only game that can keep up with Dragon Ball, as far as roster size goes, is King of Fighters. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Or Dark Side. Go.